But the reality is what do you want? What is it that you came here in your mind expecting to get from this conference? What was it, that one thing that was in your mind? And if you haven't thought about it, please think about it now. If you're taking notes, write it down now. What do you want? Are you looking to build your belief in the company, in the vision of our founder and CEO, David Schmidt? Are you looking to build your belief in the products, how to talk about them, how to use them, the compensation, the rewards? Or are you just looking to build your belief in yourself? And you know, all of the exit interviews that I've seen through the last 30 years of my amazing career, do you realize the number one belief that people want to build when they come to these conferences is belief in self? Can I do this? Is it worth it? And so when we designed this conference, we talked to David at length and wanted to know from him, what is your vision for this conference? So when we talked in the spring, it was, what would you like us to bring to the table as a design team, as a strategic team putting together this next very precious couple of days? And he wanted to make sure that there was a good amount of motivation, a lot of product education, that we had a chance to come together as a community, and that we had a chance to be inspired. And then finally, of course, to celebrate you. To celebrate you, because the reason that this strategic approach to event is so important is because we want to leave you in a mindset, in a place centered that you walk out those doors and go back to your lives and your families and your teams, ready to really take the vision and the mission of LifeWave forward into your worlds, into your communities, and make the difference. Because until you take ownership of the story, the long-term vision for LifeWave will never come to fruition, because it needs to be so powerful. You need to be so committed that when you see the dreams in your mind of what you want to accomplish and the lives that you want to change, you need to be empowered. You need to be empowered. And so that's the purpose. That's what we're all about. Now, I'm here as your president to talk to you about a word that means a lot to us at LifeWave. Continuous improvement is tied to it, but it's about innovation. Now, sometimes when you say the word innovation, people automatically start thinking about technology. Automatically, their mind goes there. But the reality is that for a company, innovation means a lot more than that. Innovation is simply about looking at a problem, looking at whether it's a process that you have, whether it's a way that you approach research and development, whether it is technology, with a different way of looking at it out of the box. So again, technology, development, business practices, internal processes. It's a way of looking at it differently and saying, how can I create a different solution that will be better and more efficient and more effective? And for you sitting out there, the CEOs of your own businesses, because each of you is a CEO of your own business, what you put into it is up to you. That's up to you. But as far as innovation goes, you have a different set of innovation that you can put forth into your business. And it has to do with your ideas, how you build, how you change, how you educate your people, how you empower your teams, and of course, how you present the business. This is up to you about thinking about it. And so for the next 2 days, as you're hearing all of this information, be thinking about that innovation piece and say, what is it that I can do when I get back? Because again, this is about you, empowering you. And there's some things that we know about organizations. And when I say organizations, I don't mean the company, I mean us as a community, us as an organization. And we need to be courageous, because the sad stories, and we've heard them all. I mean, how many times have you heard the stories of people who are not willing to innovate and change their business approaches? Sad stories, horrifying stories of missed opportunities. Companies who now are obsolete, even though they were once thriving. Polaroid, no, we don't need to worry about digital. Blockbuster, don't want to pick up Netflix for a few $1 million, because people love coming to the video store and buying the big clunky video cassettes. They love it. They love it, absolutely. So we're not gonna pick that up. And Atari, because everybody said back then, no, people don't want to play with other people, video games online or anything like that. They want to play by themselves, all alone. So over and over we see it because they would not be courageous. And for us, in direct selling right now, we need to be courageous because things are changing. The opportunities in direct selling have never been greater. For a business model, for a relationship, B2B, belly-to-belly business model that started well over 100 years ago, it is evolving and it is changing faster than it ever has before. Ever before. And so what that means to you is that, okay, how are we going to capitalize on all of these people when we know from looking at the numbers by the year 2026, over half of the people in the world will be involved in some kind of a gig. They are looking for extra income. They are looking for freedom. They are looking for all these things like never before. And don't think that the competitors, our competitors, Amazon, Etsy, the people that are starting affiliate programs, don't think that they're not noticing. That's why they're knocking. That's now why they're developing it. But we cannot let them come into our space, direct selling space, because we are the original gig. We are the original affiliate, and we are the original influencers when it comes to people. That is who we are. It's in our DNA as direct sellers. Every one of you in this room is an influencer. And while you may not be a mega influencer, you are a nano influencer. And I know some of you might think, I don't know 1,000 people. Yes, you do. Because the degrees of separation has shrunk and shrunk and shrunk and shrunk to now where it's down to less than 2, according to recent studies. The degrees of separation are small. And in the old days when we made our list and, did all of our steps that we took to become direct selling professionals, that make a list, remember when they told you make 100? So make a list of 100 people, and then they gave you that little exercise. Do the ABCs. Who do you know that's an accountant? Who do you know that's a beautician? Who do you know that's a carpenter? And then you went down, and you found out you knew 100 people. Now you know 1,000. And as it evolves, take a look at what's happening around the world, and take a look at what we are doing at LifeWave. Because the gig economy is going like this, direct selling is going like this, and LifeWave is going like this. Okay. And there are very good reasons why we're surging ahead of the competition. And the trends that got us here today, the three trends that came together and converged in 2018, where there was all the talk about stem cell. Did I just say stem cell? Oh, I did. Whoops, whoopsie. Okay, so stem cell was the social commentary that was on all the buzz, on all the lips, pandemic hit, and people cared about their immune system. Did I just say immune system? I think I did. Wow, I'm naughty today. Okay, so in any case, and the third one, of course, is the incoming talent that has been added to our masses. The talent that is coming in singularly focused, opportunity driven, that is helping to raise the tide here at LifeWave. Everything's happening. We are surging ahead, and we will continue to. And as we do this, we must embrace change. Each and every one of you, again, as you're thinking about innovation, think about how you not tolerate the changes that are coming, not endure the challenges that are coming, but you say, I'm going to embrace it, because it's a mindset. It's an absolute mindset. And so the important part here that we're talking about is, as we look at growth opportunities, as you face them, just be open. Because it is that openness that is going to help you to move along with us and, again, fulfill the ultimate vision of LifeWave. So if we talk about how to manage change, really it's a lot more about not letting changes break you, but let changes make you. And this is what we're doing at the corporate office as well, when we're looking at every single process that we have internally. And we're making changes, and we're making updates, and we're hiring new people, because again, we are going to be a company that's all about innovative and making sure that we step beyond phase one, about kind of that, okay, I'm really uncertain about this, starting to explore, starting to be creative, and then of course, getting the energy that comes from embracing that change. You know, there was a saying I heard a long time ago, and it said, the only people who can make other people lose their power is when they can make those people think they don't have any. Okay? So when people try to take your power by making you feel like you're helpless, this is how you lose your power. Don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. We're here to be the wind underneath your wings, and we're here to help you win. And so the last one I have as steps for the next couple of days, of course, is about being curious. And this goes well beyond today, tomorrow, and Sunday. This goes into looking into the minds of people and saying, I'm going to move away from my traditional thought. I'm going to embrace this change. I'm going to be excited. I'm going to be courageous. I'm going to be intuitive, and I'm going to be curious, and I'm going to think about it, because welcome to the mind of David Schmidt. Welcome to the mind of David Schmidt. Because he is always curious, and he is always thinking not just about the patches, but how are we going to make a difference in this beautiful world filled with incredible people? And if it doesn't come naturally, I would say this. There's some fun little things that you can do. Have any of you tried the breathing through your left nostril exercise? It's supposed to really work. So if you find yourself sitting there and there's too much change coming at you in the next 48 hours, just breathe through your left nostril for a while. Or try, for those of you that are writing with your right hand right now, flip it over to your less dominant hand, or vice versa. It's supposed to, again, get that right brain firing as you're thinking, as you're absorbing, as you're creating. And then, of course, just sometimes take those deep breaths. Take those deep breaths. It's like I do online yoga every morning, and my gal always starts, start this day with intention. Start each session with intention. Stop for a moment and let yourself absorb in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit, what you're about to experience. And as far as today goes, we've got an incredible future ahead in the next 2 days and then beyond. Live it well, live it younger, and live it heart to heart. Thank you. And speaking of heart to heart, I have the privilege to announce the next speaker. And the next speaker is incredible. When I first came to LifeWave a little over 6 months ago, I got to meet the executive board and members behind the scenes that maybe some of you have not had the privilege to meet. But I got to meet our COO and member of the executive board on that first of many broadcasts. He is an incredible person. Not only is he tactical, not only is he visionary, not only is he absolutely committed to the health and well-being of people, but he basically comes with 28 years of experience in pharma. And so when you take a COO position here at LifeWave, that means that the patches that you're providing your family, your friends, your loved one, and yourself are of the utmost excellence in quality, in production. He leads all the product registration, distribution. But before we bring out this very special individual, because he's coming all the way from Ireland, we wanted to make him feel right at home. So I would like to welcome the Byrne brothers, who are going to come out, a father and son act from Ireland. The dad, Tommy, and his son, Dempsey, Finn, and Luca, to the stage. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.